Hello and welcome to the £200 Chromebook review. Today we are judging what you get for £200 in a notebook laptop and how good is the Chromebook operating system. This Chromebook came with a Rockchip R3288 and 2GB of RAM. For a £200 notebook, this is a pretty average laptop, but unlike most notebooks running Windows, this does not suffer from long boot times after around 6 months of ownership due to the fact the Chromebook's operating system runs online via the internet, where most of it does, which stops this issue, but does limit us to only using our laptop connected to the internet. This is because everything except playing movies via the hard drive or an external hard drive runs via the internet. The storage available on the Chromebook on a normal computer would be an issue, due to the fact we only have 16GB of eMMC, but due to the lightweight operating system and most files getting stored online, in 1 year of ownership, I have not used more than 2GB of the storage on there. The Chromebook sadly lacks an optical drive due to its lightweight design, weighing only 900 grams, and a thin design where you could my finger is actually as thick as it, and maybe slightly thicker. And it has a 180p display. A big disadvantage of this laptop is it only has a micro HDMI and no VGA or normal HDMI slot, meaning you must buy a micro HDMI adapter for most household TVs to connect, if you wanted to do this, that is. Not the best for streaming movies to the TV in that case, which is something that, well, I personally often do. It also has a lack of support for most products, products and softwares you can buy, which is a big disadvantage for it, making it less appealing for someone like me as well. It came with two USB 2.0 slots, which is plenty for this means since you don't really need to plug too much in, but I'm surprised there's no USB 3s. But it only has a headphone jack on it, meaning that lacks you the use of an external microphone if you have a headset plugged in, and it uses both. Some uses ones, but most cases this is going to really not allow you the option. There's also lacks of a cap locks key, which is very stupid, I find. That's like my most favourite key in the world. It saves me so much time instead of having to hold the shift key. And it also, to do a left click, you must hold the alt key and then just do a normal click, because there's no right click, that is. There's no right click. You also must have a Google account to use the computer. It does give you the option to make one on your first boot up, however, so it's not the end of the world if you don't have one yet. One of my favourite features about it, however, is its battery life. From 100% battery charge down to 1% when I first bought it, and still now, I was able to get an easy 16 hours out of it, just like it stated. However, I was a bit confused when I went to plug in the charger and discovered it was about the size of my phone charger, which I don't see how that managed to charge it, but anyway, I went with it. But somehow did the job. I spent most of this time with YouTube open and also using Google Docs, which is what I would mostly be using this computer, and I'd imagine most of you would be using it since due to its software limitations. When it came to using the internet and streaming services like YouTube, it ran flawlessly, giving me a better experience than I've ever seen on a notebook or most laptops I use at this price brand new, or even higher prices. I was able to watch 180p at 60fps YouTube videos without any stuttering or lag. Its response to websites was very fast and responsive, with no issues loading in. Anything like you tend to find on the new Windows 10 computers where you use Microsoft Edge. When it came to internet browsing in daily life, this computer was perfect. However, when it came down to actual support and doing work documents, presentations or Excel files, you could not do that on the Chromebook. That's right. You have to use Google Docs, Slide or Sheets, and then download it as the corresponding Microsoft file format, which sometimes can mess up the formatting if you do too much on Google Slides, Google Docs and all that. I have had this experience however, most of the time it's usually fine for a basic document. Now, you wouldn't have this problem if the actual standard was Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, Word and all that. But because it is, this is kind of a problem. However, an advantage to this is all your documents can be accessed online from any computer as long as it has Wi-Fi and is logged into your Google account, which I suppose is a good advantage it automatically saves it anyway, so you don't have to worry about saving it, and it's online, so it's much nicer. I do prefer it that way, and it means I can access it from anywhere, which is quite nice. When it came to streaming movies via an external hard drive, it ran 180p movies flawlessly, with no issues and a full happy experience of it. Such a surprise with this little machine, as any computer I've done with specs with computer parts like this, tiny processor, only 2 gigabytes of RAM, has been able to struggle playing 720p videos, but not even 180p they've been able to play. I then went and tested its webcam and the microphone. The quality was actually pretty great, as I will show you here. At least my £400 laptop's actually worse than this. However, this is a 180p webcam, which is an improvement, I suppose, than what you tend to see usually. Nothing wrong with it unless you would like to record using it. To record using your webcam and its built-in microphone, you must pay £7.50 per month, which is $7.50, which is £5.66, unless you want to only record 5 videos of 5 minutes per month. Overall, the Chromebook so far appears a great machine for £200, and is the best you're going to get at the budget brand new in the laptop market. However, how is its gaming capabilities? Well, its gaming capabilities were awful. You cannot even download Steam or any game you're used to playing on your most standard desktop using Windows. This is because it lacks the support for them. You can only play games via the Chrome Web Store, which is extremely lacking of games, or play Flash games that you play in your browser, for example from Congregate. Sure, this is fine if you're someone that wants to use this computer and sometimes might do some little gaming, but as someone that loves PC gaming, this is a big disappointment that I cannot even play my GTA San Andreas on it. It's just, what is wrong with it? But this is because obviously this is not a big computer. The market is quite small. I think it's about 20% of the market share that it has. Microsoft has about 80 or something of computers sold with this operating system. That isn't much compared to how many computers are there. And due to this, and plus it's not really known, I didn't know about it until I typed in computers for £200 and that came up, because it matched what I wanted. It was the best I could get. It went into that I heard of it, and due to this, not many people are making their software and what they make support it, which is obviously not what you want in a gaming situation. In the end, this is a very good notebook for the money. However, I wouldn't see myself paying more than £100 for this, which is actually pretty high for me. That's what I expect to pay for it used, at least, which is how I like to buy my parts and all my computers, since, well, there's nothing wrong with used components, come on. Overall, however, I recommend this computer if you're someone that stays at home and always has Wi-Fi on their computer, as I love this thing for its size, weight, and easy to usability, and my favourite thing, that is a big FU to Microsoft. Since Google has came and made another successful thing in their life, they've made an operating system. That is very easy to use. But sadly, Windows is still going to run the market since it has all the support. One day, Google will fix its issues, and just like Linux, you will probably be able to modify it to run most programs that we use. But until we wait that day, I'm going to keep using my Windows 7, which is a big shame to me. So thank you for watching. Just before I let you guys go, I'm going to tell you what we're doing for the next video. I will just pick this out of my box of ideas, which is actually just a CPU box I had around, and I've just put the label on there, which I can't think you can see. Give it a shake. Not having that one. Open it, give it a stir, and go to the bottom. I like to make sure I don't get something I just put in there. Oh, we got one. Let's see what we have. And I thought I'd do this as a little change so you guys know what to look forward to. Just unrolling. No, this is fake money. Oh, we're going to do a gaming video on the new game released by Playway called Gold Digger. I mean Gold Rush, but yeah, Gold Digger basically. No, it's not what you're thinking. It's actually where you learn how to dig gold. So if you'd like to see that, turn your notifications on and look forward to that. So thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe, and take care.